back to another Tune In Tuesday with myself, Orla. So today I'm going to be talking about how lockdown has impacted local businesses. Before we start, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as well as following us on all our socials. So I'm sure you're all aware that COVID-19 resulted in lockdown commencing on the 23rd of March. And this has caused so many companies to experience huge changes. Some companies have been able to stay open, but some have had to close and others have even had to shut down. In the UK, the business world has had a massive impact within all industries. So last week, the Mustang team conducted some socially distanced interviews to find out about local businesses, to see how they've been impacted, what they've done to overcome these challenges, and what they think lies ahead for small to medium businesses in the future. But before that, I'm just going to highlight the impact that lockdown has had on online sales versus the high street. So when lockdown commenced, only essential shops were able to stay open. So this meant a lot of high street shops had to close. And this resulted in online shopping rising. A lot of businesses had to turn to selling online to keep their company going. Therefore, online purchases has become a necessity for online retailers. So back in January this year, online sales were at 18.8%, whereas in-store sales were at 5.7%. Then in June, online sales grew to 102.6%, and in-store sales declined to -71.9%. This shows an immense reduction in in-store purchases and a boost in online sales. So now we're going to move on to the interviews to see what the local business owners said. So the first interview was with Shearing Bespoke, which is based in Knutsford, and they manufacture and install kitchens and bespoke furniture. So with them, they rely on customers coming into the showrooms to experience the quality of the bespoke furniture. So let's go ahead and see what they had to say.
It's not really affected us majorly. We're just frozen in time for a couple of months, really. We received the government grant which helped us for the 3 months we were on lockdown.
Yeah.
In a way, it's also been beneficial because at the moment we're the busiest we've been in a long time.
Yeah.
And that's because people are not booking holidays.
Yeah.
They're not buying cars, and they're spending on the house.
Yeah.
It slowed us down as a business for a while. Fortunately, we were able to weather it.
What do you think lies ahead for small and medium businesses?
I think we have a theory on this. I think the high street was changing anyway,
Yeah.
massively due to the internet. But I think what's happened is the lockdown and the epidemic has brought a lot of things 5 years forward. So a lot of companies that may have struggled over the next 5-10 years fighting the internet and fighting just the high street now dramatically it's changed. I think it's brought a lot forward.
Yeah.
And what we're seeing now is behind all the airlines and holiday companies and retail, high street, say clothing for instance, shops, all of those will struggle immediately.
Yeah.
I think over the next couple of years you'll see a lot of other products, shops, brands go more onto the internet,
Yeah.
go more onto online, and you'll see less of a presence on the high street.
The second interview was with M. Tracy Building Contractors Limited, who are based in Burnley, Lancashire, and they provide maintenance work and often rely on going into people's homes. So in what ways do you think lockdown has affected your business?
Well, the maintenance work on properties completely shut down due to not being able to get access into the properties and social distancing. But we saw what was happening in Ireland the week before, and we knew it was going to come over to the UK. So we stocked up on basic roofing materials because that was one side of the business that could still operate due to the emergency work.
What do you think lies ahead for small to medium businesses?
Depending on what business it is, it's going to affect all businesses differently. I can only speak from our company. We work on maintenance on over 1,000 properties. Now, the biggest problem is sourcing materials, because there's a big shortage, and that's going to be the hardest thing.
The third interview was with Logic TPS, who are based in Burnley, and they manufacture machinery for the healthcare and pharmaceutical industries, as well as manufacturing packaging machinery. And with them, they had to remain open and were even more busier than normal because a lot of their clients are pharmaceutical companies.
Due to the nature of our business, a lot of our clients are pharmaceutical companies. So we were told very early on in lockdown that we weren't allowed to close because they needed our services through the lockdown period. We became very, very busy. A lot of clients needed urgent machinery to keep up with demands for things like hand sanitisers, etc. We've had issues with supply chain, with suppliers struggling to actually get materials from the continent, etc. As we're already an engineering company, our health and safety measures are quite strict anyway, but PPE has been increased, the use of PPE. If people are working in close proximity to each other, we have a mandatory mask scheme and have had since the outbreak started.
What do you think lies ahead for small to medium businesses?
The answer to that is I wish I had a crystal ball. I'm talking to industries, competition, etc. within our industry and suppliers and customers, and it's literally nobody has a clue. We don't know what's happening with the pandemic. I've got suppliers in China who are now telling me that they've got issues in Beijing, and it's the second wave seems to be coming from there. Yet we've got news telling us that we can go and sit on a beach in Benidorm, so nobody knows.
And our final interview was with Precision Weighing Systems, who were also based in Burnley, and they specialise in the sales, calibration and repair of weighing equipment.
Overall, our business has been very fortunate in the effect that lockdown has had on us. We haven't had to do anybody on furlough, and we've had access to quite a number of sites. Our only problems have been on certain sites people don't respect social distancing, and that can become very difficult to work with. As precautions, we've done what other people have done. We've got aprons, eye protection and masks, although at most sites we haven't had to wear them. So overall the effect on lockdown has been probably minimal to us, but that's because we're quite a niche business.
And finally, what do you think lies ahead for small to medium businesses?
For a lot, they will go out of business. It's quite simple because of the way they operate. So many hairdressers won't be able to restart, many pubs won't be able to restart. So for a lot of business it can be difficult. For other people they can be more innovative. For instance, we know a brewer who actually delivers beer to people's houses at the back rather than just have it stockpiled and not get it. We know veg companies who allow or deliver veg as well, so they're trying various methods to get around this. What lies ahead overall is difficult on how strict or how much the government changes the rules.
So from all the interviews we could see that each one of them experienced their own problems and issues. However, we can conclude that the impacts they experience are dependent on what the business is. When we ask the question, what do you think lies ahead for small to medium businesses? Everyone was uncertain. Lockdown has been a new experience for us all, and no one really knows what lies ahead. But businesses should remain prepared and work to the best of their ability under these circumstances. So how has lockdown impacted your business or other businesses in your local area? And what do you think lies ahead for businesses in the future? Let us know in the comment box down below. Thank you so much for watching another Tune In Tuesday. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and I'll see you next week.